Welcome back to As the World Turns. I'm Pastor Eddie.
And I'm Pastor Mandy.
Hey, your life doesn't have to be a soap opera. We've got some awesome parenting tips for you this month. Check them out.
I'm going to Alaska.
Have you ever had one of those breakthrough moments in parenting where a conversation suddenly goes way deeper than you expected and your kid or your teen actually opens up? I think it's one of those magical moments that the parents of most teenagers think are actually made up of fairy dust and cornflakes. But seriously, they really can happen, and they are the best. But figuring out how to get your teenager talking and sharing like this is pretty tricky. So here are some things to try, whether it's with your kids or even your teenagers.
Number one, ask unexpected questions. There are only so many times your teenager or your kid can tolerate the question, "So, how was your day?" So try a new icebreaker once in a while. Ask them what made them laugh today, or what they like watching lately, or who their favorite friend is at that moment. Here's a secret. You can find a lot of funny, unexpected icebreaker questions with a quick Google search.
True. This is a great book too. If you want to grab this, it's gonna change your conversation game. The next thing is this though. Listen the longest. It's really important that you engage with your students, that you listen, maintain eye contact with them. They just want to know that you care about what they're talking about, even if it's not something that you're interested in. It's called active listening whenever we listen to the conversation and we repeat back to them what we just heard in the form of a question so that you can hear a little bit more about what they're talking to. So just try in your conversations with your students or with your kids to listen more than you're talking and to engage in that conversation with them.
Number three, go first. If you have a tough or personal question for your teenager, remember they're more likely to share their stories, opinions, feelings, or questions if you share first. Giving them a relatable example in your life can help spark a stalled conversation. Make it real and make it genuine.
The fourth thing is this: hear their feelings. When your teenager shares something with you, remember there are real feelings behind even seemingly straightforward experiences. Don't dismiss, ignore, or overlook those feelings just because you might not be surfing those hormonal waves anymore. They are really feeling them, really experiencing them. And then the fifth thing is this: invite silence. And this may seem counterintuitive, but sometimes the best way to encourage conversation is to sit in silence for a moment. Give your teenager time to think and rehearse their answers before expecting them to speak. As a youth pastor, I've encountered this line more times than I can possibly count, where I say, hey, what's going on in your life right now? And then there's this awkward silence. And I would just say, it's okay. I'm ready when you guys are. I thrive in awkwardness. And I let that awkwardness occur for a little bit. Usually gets a couple of chuckles, but then after some time, someone takes the time to break the ice, right? Because they've rehearsed this answer and their response to it.
I remember you'll never be able to manufacture breakthrough moments on demand, but these 5 tips will help you make those moments a little more likely.
Hey, thanks so much for joining us this month. We really enjoyed meeting you here. We'll see you next time.